the grid's alive. Engines roar in this digital drive. Sweat on my brow, I'll burn the midnight oil. Lap after lap, carve my name in the soil. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I'll chase the line, I'll earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, is mine tonight. Qualifying ghosts, I'll throw them down. Every corner's mine, I own this town. Tires scream, my setup's tight. I've bled for this win in the virtual light. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, is mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I pay my dues. Study every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I'll chase the line, I've earned my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this server, I'm winning tonight. Shift up, hold steady, I'm crossing that line. iRacing glory, this moment's mine. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. Pixels collide, steel and rubber in a world online. Every corner's a war to survive. Lead foot's keeping the fire alive. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame, we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Screaming sparks in the haze, metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame, we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Tires scream, the sparks in the haze, metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV. TV. Leadfoot TV, feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Lights on the horizon, fire in the veins. Every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends falling, and legends break through. Leadfoot TV, feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Lights on the horizon, fire in the veins. Every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends falling, and legends break through. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Leadfoot TV, the fire never dies. Leadfoot TV, feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Leadfoot TV, the fire never dies. You talk too much, but the track don't lie. Quit stalling out, quit wasting time. You let me wait for this, pedal to the floor. Quit whining, drive like you want more. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On Leadfoot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire is the throttle we trust. 11 doors at 200 strong. The weak get wrecked, the brave roll on. Every last war, no mercy inside. If you came to complain, step off the ride. The time is ticking, the engine's roared. Cool whine and drive, that's what it's for. From the sims to the screen, it's the edge of your seat. Burning rubber where legends compete. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On Leadfoot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire is the throttle we trust. Lights out, hearts pounding, the countdown scream. You're strapped in the cockpit of a digital dream. No tears, no fear, just a checkered sky. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive, let the wild take control. On Leadfoot TV, it's a race for the soul. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Green flags alive. Quit whining and drive.
Welcome into Leadfoot TV and the NSRLA SoarDogg Cup Series in the Forever Rowdy 200. We're here at the Nashville Superspeedway, one of my favorite facilities. I am Chris Golden alongside my brother in arms here at Leadfoot TV, Tracy Brown. He'll be my color announcer and my button pusher tonight as we run through this race. A couple things to watch tonight. We're going to have our 150 laps like usual. We'll have a first stage at 50, stage 2 at 100. So fuel is going to be about 70 or a little more laps. So it won't be an issue as the stages are all 50. So a few things to watch for, though. The battle of the Joshes. Thornton and Crispin had some disagreements at the end of the last race. I'm really wondering if it's going to boil over this week. And, of course, Ryan Bittler vows to be more aggressive. Will we see it out of the 13 tonight, Tracy? What do you think?
Chris, honestly, I think we might see that, man. This is a very unique track here. It's 1.33 mile D-shaped oval, 14-degree banking. It's the NASCAR's largest concrete track, opened in 2001, located in Lebanon, Tennessee. So I am going to be keeping my eye on Mr. Bittler tonight, like you just mentioned. But as we get rolling here, I just wanted to mention out to everyone that we kind of have a few things here. Obviously, our hearts are very heavy after the news of Kyle Busch's passing. And so we are going to be doing kind of a missing man formation here on the pace laps. And we'll be taking a moment of silence on lap 8 and lap 18.
Yep, going to be an amazing tribute here. We've seen lots of this throughout iRacing this week. You can see the missing man formation here right now, leaving that pole position open for KB Kyle Busch, 294 or 249 upper 3 series victories here in NASCAR, as well as 6th all-time, I believe, on the Cup Series victory list. An amazing future Hall of Famer for sure, and a very, very large loss for the entire racing community.
Well said, Chris. Well said. I think I've also mentioned this on several broadcasts. You know, Kyle Busch was never my favorite driver. I think there were a lot of fans that felt that same way. But everybody always had respect for the guy and for what he was able to do on the track. I honestly, even though I wasn't a big Kyle Busch fan, I still considered him the best driver out there on the track because I knew if he had a car that could go to the front, he was going to take it there one way or the other. And the man absolutely hated to lose. So if nothing else, much respect out to him, and our condolences to the family, Samantha, Brexton, and Lennox, his daughter.
100%. The showman's bow could not have been a better celebration for anyone else. The showman that Kyle Busch was truly perceived throughout his celebration of the showman's bow that we've seen recreated here over this last week. But let's go through and run down our starting lineup here for tonight. Evan Janik will be the pole sitter. Outside of him, Jose Mercado, Jackson Hatala, Michael Cole, Derek Skladell, Andrew Allen, Alex Pollock, who right now is 6 of 12 on DNFs for this year. I want to see if he can do it, get rid of that little stat line. Charles Robertson starting in outside row 4. Josh Crispin will be 9th. Travis Bieber rounding out your top 10.
And then we have Jerry Salidas, Joshua Thornton, Caleb Jones, Brock Whiteman, Brett Wren, Noah Ganger, Jacob Cochran, Devin Lucan, Stephen McComas, and Gino Valente wraps up your top 20.
Yep. And then Jason Steptoe, Isaac Wilson, Travis Gilbert, Andrew Nagy, Samuel Longworth, and Steve round out. As we are getting ready to come on around here, still pacing. Pace truck is off. Travis Gilbert returning now. He was suspended for Charlotte. He is back in this one, and they are getting ready to go green. And we are green, sponsored by SoarDogg at the Nashville Fairgrounds. Forever Rowdy 200. They are off into turn 1. Janik, big jump out front. As we see the Candyman scheme on the 60, as well as Jose Mercado running P4 currently. I'm so sorry. Mercado will be an EOL this race. The 43 of Cole, 3 wide right here for second. The 9, the 43. Rolling off into turn 1.
Chris, these guys are mixing it up. Oh, we
Oh,
got
one in the
somebody
wall,
in the water.
Hall. Yellow flag sponsored by Black Diamond Designs. The 12 hard in the wall, as well as one other. I saw somebody go nose first there into the wall. That's going to be a rough one.
I did too,
Let's
Chris.
take another look at this one.
Yeah, we're going to have to go manual style here as we rewind everything, see if we can figure out exactly what happened. I knew these guys were really mixing it up, getting wide.
Oh, right there. He came down.
I think that's going to be the 63.
99, Robertson. And the 63 is Salidas.
Yep, there we go.
Looked like Robertson just came right down right there. Ooh, yep. Hard into the wall. 12 checking up. Gets sent on around there. Jones gets up in the wall. A lot of guys back there getting squirrely back behind them, trying to gather it up. Oh, that was the 01, I believe. Couldn't quite make out the number on the side of that one.
Yeah,
cool looking FedEx team though.
Yeah, it's actually
Stephen Gill.
Yeah, Stephen Gill. Even though the car's painted 01, number 5, as we have him scored here tonight. So that didn't take long to get into some action there, that's for sure.
Definitely. We see, and well, I guess we will take this opportunity to go ahead and run down the drivers who did have EOLs to start this race, because that's going to play a role here pretty shortly. We talked about Jose Mercado a second ago. Derek Skladell, Noah Ganger, Dustin Lewis, John Freeman, Travis Gilbert, Jason Steptoe, and Isaac Wilson all have EOLs and will be starting in the back. But a lot of these guys have already made up quite a few positions in just 3 laps. And we know this is the Kyle Busch tribute, so we're watching out for lap number 8. That will be our first of 2 moment of silence laps tonight. We're coming to 5 currently, but we're just waiting on everybody to get lined back up now, Tracy.
Yeah, man, and I tell you one thing, it might have been a blessing in disguise for some of these guys that started back there in the back. Obviously, they want to work their way to the front as fast as they can. But, you know, it's just been my experience. There's sort of this sweet spot right in the middle of the pack that I call the hornet's nest. You know, if you're out front and fast, you're ahead of it. And if you're running back there and back, then you're behind that hornet's nest. And so hopefully a couple of these guys that had to take EOLs were kind of out of that middle pack where that incident occurred just a few laps ago.
Oh, 100%. I'm kind of looking through the field here already, and I'm seeing that one of them is Skladell. He's already up to P14 here. Already passed half the cars in the field working his way to the front. He had one of the ones that had an EOL. They're going through the choose cone here. Getting ready to rack them and stack them. Gino Volante right there. Let's hope old Gino can keep her facing the right direction today and keep all 4 rubbers on the track.
Yeah, Gino's had a rough go of it this season. I think you might even mention last week that if he got caught up in something else, we were going to give him his own segment. And unfortunately, I think he did get caught up in something. So, you know, some of these guys, man, you just see them, they get caught up in so many different things, not necessarily of their own doing, and it just kind of makes you kind of feel sorry for them. And, you know, as a fan, kind of makes you want to pull for them a little bit so they can have a good race.
Yep, for sure. We are racked and stacked. Pace truck is off. I'm a little partial, being a little redneck, kind of like I am. I've loved the pace truck. It's always been my favorite over the cars. But we are going green again. SoarDogg, green flag. Janik with a big jump once again. Allen working that outside line. Trying to get around, but Jackson Hatala will move into second. That's Jackson from Bemidji. Oh, couple cars into the wall. The 14 of Wren in the wall as well as Allen. 3 wide again for second. Pollock, Hatala, Allen. And the 83 of Chrisman making his way up into this lead pack as well. And Hotala goes around through the grass. Black Diamond Designs yellow flag. Jackson Hotala through the infield. Definitely looks like he had a little help there, but we're about to find out for sure here, Tracy.
Yes, we are. We're going to see what exactly happened here. Just a self-spin.
Yep, no help at all. Jackson sends her on around, cuts the grass a little bit, and rolls right on. Gets her straightened out.
And from a driver's perspective, man, that is just so doggone frustrating. You know, you come out here, you practice, try to do well, and the back end of the car just comes around on you. It's just so frustrating.
Oh, and to add insult to injury, battling for second at that, and now you're going tail end.
Yeah, exactly, man.
But we are coming to lap 8 here, Tracy. This will be our first of 2 moments of silence for Rowdy, Kyle Busch, and his family. Lap 8 in the books there. I'm actually kind of glad that one was under caution, Tracy. That just, it really levied the weight of the man we've lost. It really helped to not only pay tribute, but show the heaviness, the silence, and the weight of everything that's happened over these last couple of weeks. And it's kind of fitting that it's under caution here tonight.
It is, Chris, and you know, so many. I mean, just look at these candy cars that are out here, and so many different paint schemes paying tribute to Rowdy. A definite. It just, as soon as he has the opportunity to go into the NASCAR Hall of Fame, he is going. I don't even know if there even really needs to be a vote on that, to be honest with you, with everything that he has provided to sport. And not only that, a lot of people don't realize this, but he used to come a lot to the North Carolina short tracks with the late model stocks. He used to have his own late model stock team as well.
We are getting ready to go back green here for the Forever Rowdy 200. SoarDogg green flag. We are off again. So far, this race has lived up to his name. 10 laps, 2 cautions. We have had 4 green flag laps for this race, Tracy. They are definitely living up to the Rowdy name tonight, as these guys are wanting to get up front, wanting to pay their own homage to Kyle Busch by leading this thing. And they are definitely getting rowdy already tonight, as we are coming to lap 11.
Yeah, they sure are, man. Now, I'll tell you something else, too, is really impressive with this car on this track is just how many different grooves there are. Yeah, and it appears to be multiple grooves all the way around this track. Sort of reminds you of Super Speedway racing, as we have another yellow flag sponsored by Black Diamond.
Big crash. Big crash over in 1 and 2. Black Diamond Designs. Looked like there was a crash, and then we caught the tail end of a secondary crash almost. Yeah, they're definitely wrecking before. Oh, and then, yeah, it's Gino.
Oh, no. Yeah, it is Gino. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, dadgummit, man. Let's run her back. Let's take a look. Poor guy can't win for losing. Dadgummit.
Yeah, it looks like everything's going to be stemming here from the 12 of Caleb Jones, I think.
Take a look. Get her slow. Gino is. Let's run it back one more time here. I don't know if Gino kind of shoved it in there or if the 12 might have came down.
Oops. Got on the wrong car.
Uh-oh, we're on Jones.
There we go.
Oh, Gino. Yeah, it looked like Gino didn't quite have position there on the 12. 12 came down. That's going to collect Hatala. The 88 as well. We see here. So 12 Jones comes by Gino. Gino tries to drop down back under the 12 of Jones.
It was almost
Gino
as if Gino might not have anticipated Jones coming down to the bottom lane. Oh, wow. And we see the 87 and the 88 getting mixed up in that as well.
9. Wow, big pile up there. Never want to see that, but third caution of the night here, lap 13 out of 150. Third caution. We keep our streak alive. 4 green flag laps so far. Definitely living up to the name Forever Rowdy 200. As Janik and Pollock still leading this thing, but I bet they're saying, guys, let's get some green flag laps here.
I would think so. But in the meantime, let's see if we can get their paint schemes a little airtime here. You see the hood of Evan Janik.
Absolutely.
And, of course, Alex Pollock has a beautiful paint scheme as well. Andrew Allen in the 96 with the legend on the hood of his car. Beautiful.
Really liking that one.
And I'm just kind of going through them here because I'm not really sure who's kind of got some of these schemes in here. Kind of throw it back.
Brett Wren, Wren definitely had a little throwback there to the 8 car, the zone. While we're running through these schemes here, I do want to kind of point out Travis Gilbert is started with an EOL and is into the top 10. I'd like to just point that out real quick. Little bit of a wow factor there, as he has already worked his way up. Joshua Thornton, probably, I have to say, Tracy, this is going to be my choice for paint scheme of the night because he incorporated the Skittles, the M&Ms, Cheddars. He's brought to life every car that Kyle Busch has driven throughout his career into one scheme. The cohesion and the talent it takes to create that is extremely impressive. Joshua Thornton, you are my pick for scheme of the night.
And until we go through all of them, I'm going to withhold my vote, but right now he is ahead by a long shot.
100% as we are green again. Speaking of being ahead by a long shot, Evan Janik jumping out to a half-second lead coming out of turn 2. Picking them up and putting them down out of Lockport, New York, here tonight in Nashville, doing a little two-step in the country capital as he is rolling out of turn 4, almost a second ahead of second place. These guys jockeying for position back here. Rolling right on through.
Holy cow, yep. Chris, look at all those cars, man.
Man, everywhere. 4 wide. Here, 4, almost 5 wide.
The whole track is covered with cars.
Oh my gosh! Guys, we got over 130 laps to go.
Yeah, save some for the end, right?
I'm gonna be out of breath before we get halfway through this thing.
Whew,
go.
boy. They are putting on a show for sure. I mean, this
I'm
is
telling you,
incredible.
man, these guys putting on. They living up to that name, Forever Rowdy 200. They ain't playing no games tonight. It is go time, and Andrew Allen catching up to Evan Janik. He's only 4/10 behind our leader now, and he's broken away from the rest of them. So if he has the speed, he's gonna get there.
And we're going to offer up another lap of silence here in honor of Kyle Busch's legacy.
As we come to the completion of lap 18, under caution once again here. As we mentioned, almost fitting, Tracy.
Well, I'm not sure I was showing. I wonder if. I'm not sure if that's me or Samuel. No,
I hear some crashing back there behind them.
Yeah, it may have been where Longworth might have pulled off because he was blinking. I'm not exactly sure.
Let's go to Andrew Allen and look at his rear chase, so we can look out the back of the car and see if we might be able to see something that way at a little bit of a lower angle. Because you can hear it. You can hear the crunching over in turns 1 and 2.
Oh,
there it is. Found it.
93. There we go. He was involved anyway.
He was. Definitely up ahead of him, the 14 and the 43. 14, 43, 41, and 93. Like it started with the 14 and the 43. If we could run it back just a hair, we may see, definitely 14, 43, 41. A little bit of a bottleneck right there between all three of them. And synchronized spin as well for the three. All three right around synchronized spin, and the 93 just gets wadded up in it.
Nowhere to go.
Everybody else makes it through clean, but 41, the 93, the 14, and the 43 will bring out our fourth caution of the night. Coming to lap 21 here. Huh. Maybe coming to the choose cone, or may have one more to go. Yeah, lights are definitely out on the pace truck, so we will be going green this next time.
Well, I just noticed something, Chris, that I thought was kind of interesting. I'm not seeing Bittler on here anywhere, and I don't see his car number. He normally drives the 13. I don't think I've overlooked him.
I did not even notice that. I am not seeing him as well.
Yeah, I was going to check in with him just to see how he was coming along, but yeah, I have not showing him starting tonight.
Huh. Yeah, I'm watching our ticker go across the top of the screen here, looking to see if I see his name towards the bottom of the list. Maybe it was a load-in issue or something otherwise where he still got start points, but so far, I am not seeing him whatsoever. But we're getting ready to go green here again. Pace truck is off. And Evan Janik with a great jump once again. SoarDogg green flag, and they are off. Rocking and rolling around this thing. I do notice, though, that I see Charles Robertson has decided to pack it in. He is 20 laps down. He has loaded it on the truck, it would appear. Either that or he is still getting repaired in the pits. Either way, he is still not on the track. But what another jump for Janik, as he is out to almost a 1-second lead after a lap. And, of course, Andrew Allen out here jumps out ahead of the pack to try to run down Janik for the third time that he has had to run him down. And we see the 10 of Slidell in the wall a little bit. The Slidell started with an EOL, and with all this attrition, is now in P3 from an EOL in this race.
That is absolutely remarkable, especially with the amount of attrition we have had. It's just amazing to me that he could have kept his car clean through all of that.
Well, he ain't the only one, Tracy. Gilbert's back there, P7 as well. He's another EOL driver that is right up there. And Jose Mercado, E9. These EOL guys weren't playing around. They said, well, you can put us back here, but we're not going to stay back here. And they are making their way to the front quickly.
Oh, Mercado into the outside wall just a little bit with these composite bodies. Probably not much damage at all.
Yep, definitely a little scrape there, but it looks like he's no worse for the wear. Kind of looking on back through the field. Whoa, one around through the infield. Yellow car, I believe that was, I'm not sure who that was, but we stayed green.
That was.
They must have got her saved. I don't know how they locked that one down.
That was Michael Cole.
What a save.
Oh, the left front's locked up. I'm not sure how long that's going to take. He's going to have a hard time getting to pit road.
Yeah, maybe not so good of a save after all. Darn. Hate that for Michael Cole. He started pretty close to the front here tonight.
He did. It was on the outside pole, actually, after I think that was Mercado, wasn't it? Having to drop back to the back for EOL.
Yep, that is 100% correct. Cole was our outside pole sitter after Mercado had to take his EOL. And, yeah, tough break tonight. He will most likely be sitting around P22 once all is said and done. Longworth only 4 laps down, so it depends on how many laps it takes for Cole to get it fixed.
Well, I would certainly be working on it, that's for sure. At this rate, we may only have a handful of cars able to finish this race.
Very, very true. But, I mean, everybody's kind of got single filed out right now, so they're kind of so far so good at this stage, I guess. Kind of got them spread out a little bit here. We may be on pace for a nice, long green flag run. But as I say that, you mentioned Bittler, somebody else I'm not seeing that we're very, very used to seeing, the 33.
Oh, Lewis. He's not here.
Justin Lewis.
Yes. Well, at least I don't have to worry about jinxing him tonight, so that's always a plus.
A couple of really big, major storylines tonight that are no-shows. Did not expect that one.
Well, I'm not sure, but it looks like Ryan J-HN7ZE says he took the night off. I'm assuming that would be...
That is Bittler.
Bittler. Codename Bittler.
So the question is he taking this night off in order to prepare for Charlotte Motor Speedway tomorrow night? Is that the question?
Yeah, it very well could be. Maybe he found something there at that track he didn't like, and he might need to spend a little bit more time practicing before he's ready to go.
Very, very possible. We are cruising all single file tonight. Janik slowly pulling away from Allen once again, out to about a 1 second lead, almost 1 second. almost 2 seconds back to third place Cochran. And Spadell is right on the tailpipe of the 17 right now there, that 10 car, after coming all the way from the back. As did Gilbert and Mercado.
Well, we're coming up, let's see, about 18 laps away, I think, from the first stage break at lap 50. And these guys are kind of getting strung out a little bit here, Chris, and it's good for making laps. And it's going to provide for some really good racing and strategy and everything too. But man, that chaos with these guys going 4 and 5 wide through here is just something to behold to me.
I loved it, but I guarantee you it was very nerve-wracking for them.
Oh, I know it was. Yes.
Just kind of, I always get caught up just watching these guys, just this ballet that is motorsports. I get caught up just watching and admiring this sport that we get to be a part of. Like, it's so surreal to me that we get to do this. Like, not only in the sim world, but some of us that have been blessed enough to be able to race in real life, whether it be a front-wheel drive 4-cylinder or the NASCAR ARCA Menard Series, or even in Cup. We've had Cup drivers participate in races with us and things of that nature, and it's surreal that we get to do what we do, Tracy.
It is, Chris. And another thing, too, I can't tell you how many times my wife said she can't stand to see these little stinky little cars going around in a circle. But I tried to explain to her there's so much more involved in that. These cars from camera views like we have right now, they look so stable. But these guys are working the wheel in there, trying to get every ounce of speed out of this thing that they can. And so they're right on the edge all the time of, perhaps having a spin out, a caution, wreck, or whatnot. And then on top of that, you got all the strategy that's got to go on with when do I take tires? Do I need to go ahead and this particular track here may be fairly easy to go ahead and just load up with fuel. But if you get, say, fill your tank up, I honestly don't know. I think, let me see real quick how many laps we can go.
They can go 70 laps.
About 70 laps. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means then that final stage is only going to be 50 laps long. So, I mean, instead of filling up the tank, leave a couple gallons out, try to take off some weight. It's just that chess match, the strategy of everything that's going on, and all at the same time you're cruising around here, 180 miles an hour or so, right door to door and bumper to bumper with everyone.
Oh, yeah. Something that a lot of people don't take into account with iRacing, and it's something that I took for granted being a real life, we'll say a real life driver, before I got into iRacing, I was like, oh, it's just a sim, it's a video game, which it is. But something I didn't factor in is the strategy factor, because in real life, in the ARCA Menard Series, we have a crew chief. We have a spotter, we have a crew chief that strategizes these things, that does the fuel mileage, and we can really focus more on driving the car. But here in iRacing, 90% of the time, the driver is the crew chief. So you're not only having to wheel this car and drive it, you're having to be your own crew chief, pick out your own strategy. You don't have these teams to really bounce ideas off of. You're pretty much your own crew chief out there, and it adds an entire completely different dynamic that you're having to factor in while still driving this race car that a lot of people don't consider.
And that another thing too that I always like to point out, these cars, yeah, it's a simulation. Are they 100% like the real world cars? No. But they have just about every single adjustment on them. And although you're in a virtual environment as opposed to the real world, you still need to figure out that combination of tire pressures and shocks and bump stops and that sort of thing to make this car go around in this virtual world on this virtual track.
Oh, absolutely. As we're looking here, uh, with this track being concrete, it kind of makes me wonder if tire wear is going to be a bigger factor than we may think it's going to be, Tracy, because we know that concrete eats these tires up. So the thing is, how much rubber have these guys laid down? Because if they haven't really laid down a ton of rubber out here tonight, these tires are going to be just absolutely eat up.
They are, and we're getting ready to find out if they can go 50 laps on a set of tires. So they only have 3 extra sets of tires in the pits tonight as we're going 150 laps, 195 miles. Stages are going to be at laps 50 and lap 100. Like I said, we got 3 sets of tires in the pits, 0 fast repairs. You damage it and you got to fix it if you want to continue. Green white checker attempts are unlimited if it comes down to that.
I really, really like a lot of the things they do in this league. I've always been particular, of course, we mention it all the time, the real life racing. I've always been particular about no green white checkers. It's like if you want it to be real, make it real. If you make a mistake or somebody else makes I wish I could count how many times I had to pay to get my race car fixed when somebody else tore it up.
Yeah, I bet it's a lot. Yeah.
So if you want to be a race car driver, then be a race car driver. Even if that is in the sim world, if you want to be a race car driver, be a race car driver. Don't give yourself all these mulligans, because there's no mulligans on a real racetrack. I love what they do here in the SoarDogg Cup Series. Yeah, these guys, they're starting to notice that it's coming down to end of stage 1 time. They're starting to get a little dicey in there, Tracy.
Well, it's probably a good thing they did get stretched out here, Chris, because you know how these guys love those stage points. And they will flat go after it. So if there's 4 wide, you know, somebody will take it 5 wide if they think they can get a couple of cars past and pick up those stage points.
Tell you what, one person that has zero concern right now, Evan Janik, 2 seconds ahead of second place, Andrew Allen. He ain't got nobody out front, nobody out back. He is just out here on a Tuesday cruise like it's greased lightning. Just cruising on down.
I ain't kidding you. He's making it look easier than traveling up and down 95 highway. No traffic around it.
He's got the Cadillac rolling on Route 66 right now. He's just got her laid back. Cruise control.
You see the 9 of Hatala. It's coming up here. Oh, man, gets into the 83. Almost started cutting grass.
Did. Yeah, as the 10 of Scladell goes around quickly there. And the 83 of Chrisman looking inside. Scladell and Chrisman swapping positions there around Hatala. Lap 48 here.
They are fighting for that last stage point.
Oh, yeah, because they are right on the verge, right there, that 10th place. The 25 car currently will bump the 83 of Chrisman down to 10th, I believe. Yep, Chrisman 10th. Ganger looking outside of Chrisman to take that stage point away. 2 to go here in the stage, and they are fighting for that last position. Ganger looking inside of Chrisman. Coming to the white flag of the stage. Ganger takes the position away from Chrisman and effectively takes away the stage point as well. 1 to go here in the stage. Keeping eyes right here. Andrew Allen, P2. Or I'm sorry, Gilbert, P2. Gilbert has gotten by Andrew Allen. Allen must have had a problem. He lost half a second. Falls back to P3. But Evan Janik will be your stage winner. Gilbert second, Allen third, Cochran fourth, Pollock fifth, Mercado sixth, Atala, great recovery back to seventh, Thornton eighth, Skladell ninth, Ganger 10th, and just barely on the outside looking in, Chrisman lost 4 spots in those last 2 laps to fall out of getting a stage point there. Tough break for Chrisman. That's got to sting, Tracy.
Oh, it does. And it goes just back what I was telling you. These guys love their stage points. So whatever they had following behind Chrisman, they must have been saving it for the last 2 laps to see how, how many cars they could pass before we get to stage break.
Yeah, and these guys, they're going to get a little bit of a break now. And we are actually going to take one with them right here on Leadfoot TV, the Forever Rowdy 200 SoarDogg Cup Series NSRLA. We will be right back here at Nashville before they go green. Stay with us. Welcome back to Leadfoot TV, the SoarDogg Cup Series NSRLA. Couldn't have timed it better as we jump back in and the pace truck pulls off. Getting ready to go green. Gilbert, Janik up front. SoarDogg green flag. Janik, giant jump once again. Andrew Allen following suit. And they are getting racy in the back. Let's see if they can survive long enough to get single file once again. They cannot. Black Diamond Designs, yellow flag on the front straightaway. Let's see what we got back there, Tracy.
Chris, I might need your eagle eyes here again. I am showing maybe, perhaps, Devin Lucan, but nobody really seems to. I'll just go back here and let's just see what it says. Sometimes this thing will pick up slow pacing as an incident. But we got the camera right now on Devin Lucan. Oh, he was involved with the 14. Wow. Let's see if we can figure out what caused that issue. Oh, another incident where he's coming down to take the bottom lane into 14.
It was already there.
Yep. Really didn't have anywhere to go. Ooh. Let's see if we can take a look at his perspective here. Or from his perspective.
So you can see here, you can barely even see Lucan up there. And then, all of a sudden, he is right there on the front bumper.
Yeah.
Nothing Ren could do there whatsoever. Yeah, very aggressive lane change there for Lucan. That was, hopefully Ren doesn't have too much damage. Hopefully Lucan can get back into this thing as well. But that was a little bit of a self-clear there, Tracy.
Yeah, and, he probably was clear entering the corner. The problem is taking two separate lines there. The 14 of Ren just had nowhere to go. I mean, it was almost with Lucan taking that longer distance, swooping in, and Ren sort of cutting that corner off by taking a straighter entrance. Yeah, by the time they got together, I mean, obviously, Lucan wasn't clear. So even if Lucan, I guess what I'm saying is when Lucan started making his move downward to the bottom lane, he might have been clear, but that closed up so quick. It was probably, would have obviously been much, much safer just to hold off and give Ren the inside line there.
Oh, yeah, 100%, man. What we saw right there was two guys taking different routes to the same destination.
Exactly. Yes. And
we saw the result of that.
Oh, yeah. But, I know these cars with the composite bodies and everything are pretty resilient, but it probably wouldn't hurt for someone to come over the radio and just mention to these guys, in order to finish first, you must first finish. The old NASCAR cliche.
Very, very true, Tracy. Caution number 6, 58 laps in. I believe that puts us at, and this is just a very rough estimate, I believe that puts us at 26 laps of green out of 58 so far. So almost half. 18 laps. Okay, so 18 laps of caution out of 58. So I was a little off. So 30.
So we did 40 laps of green.
Yeah.
58 or 18 caution laps.
Yeah, there we go. Math. Atta boy. That's why you push the buttons and I do the talking.
Yeah, we're in trouble. Math is not my strong suit. You're the strategy guy. Oh, man, here we go again, Chris. They already, I'm not sure if anybody's learned their lesson or not.
SoarDogg green flag.
Look at that.
Ooh.
3, 4 wide back there in the back.
4 wide. I hear tires squealing and, oh, my Lord. Somebody's getting squeezed in the wall. Nope, they all made it. How the heck? Lord have mercy. Oh, easy 10. Nick, watch this, Claudel. Woo-hoo-hoo. I don't know about them, man, but I'm nervous as all heck right now.
I know. I can hear sheet metal scraping, tires squealing all in the background. And Pollock.
He's had it saved and he turned him again.
Oh, Mercado cuts down through the infield. Still green right now.
Save.
Oh, my goodness.
Dadgummit, Pollock had it saved, and if he didn't, he turned him again. Brake pedals on the left, gentlemen. Good Lord.
Well, maybe this will calm them down because obviously we're going to have another stage break coming up at lap 100. But at this pace, Pollock and Skadell are going to have plenty of time to kind of make their way back through to the front. Close up a lot of distance under caution.
Yep. What a save by Mercado, by the way. Gets on the brakes, goes through the grass. What a save.
Yeah, now if he just passed someone, we could call that the pass in the grass.
Yeah. Well, that was the getting passed in the grass. We can go with that.
I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you.
But don't look now. Gilbert, one of our EOLs for the night, is in second and is very quickly running down our leader of Evan Janik down to 0.3 of a second in P2. That's the thing, though. There's been a couple guys that have been able to run Janik down tonight. They've been able to catch him. But catching and passing are two very, very different things.
Yeah, you just have to wonder if Janik's just, saving just a little bit in case he does get a charge from one of these other guys like Gilbert or Allen or Hatala.
Giving them the old Justin Brooks yo-yo.
That's exactly who I was thinking about, yes. You think you finally got him, you close in, and then he says, well, that's enough at running 90%. And next thing you know, you're half a straightaway down again.
Yep. Oh, Skladell and Pollock. Skladell's gotten back by Pollock, but they're sitting 19 and 20 currently with Mercado in 18th. So definitely a big shot to all three of those drivers. Mercado right behind, almost 2 seconds behind the 14 of Wren is the next car for position. You can see the 88 there. He is not for position. 14 of Wren is the next car for position in front of Mercado.
Got to give Wren a shout out there. Beautiful scheme there.
I do love the zone scheme from the RCR Kyle Busch days.
Oh, I don't remember that one. Oh.
Yeah, he ran. That was one of the sponsors, the zone for one of the RCR, on the 8 car. He ran it at Watkins Glen, actually.
I can't believe I missed that. Huh. I might not have watched. I might not have watched the Watkins Glen because Josh Perry is my favorite driver, and he's not really known.
Not a road course.
not known for his road course prowess.
Yep. So there's a scheme that I've been looking for from the Kyle Busch faithful on iRacing and elsewhere that I have not seen at all throughout all of the tributes. And I don't even see it on the 25 car that mixed everything in. And most people don't even realize what they've forgotten. The car that they have forgotten was actually Kyle Busch's last Cup Series win. Do you remember where it was and what car it was, Tracy?
No, I don't. Sorry.
Oh,
not too much of a historian either.
It's jumping in with Richard Childress. The very first season he drove the 8 car for Richard Childress, he got a win in the blue Lucas Oil number 8 at the final race at Auto Club Speedway in California.
Oh, man.
That was his last Cup Series win in the blue, red, and white Lucas Oil 8 car, his first year with RCR, and the final year for Auto Club Speedway.
How about that? See? I told you were the historian of between us here. Unfortunately, I'm not the mathematician, so you're still going to have to carry that as well.
Okay, all right. I'll give her a shot. But speaking of math, Gilbert, that little 0.3 lead that Janik had's now out to about a half second. So, yeah, I think we're seeing a little bit of a yo-yo here, Tracy.
Yeah, I was wondering. I mean, you kind of got to put yourself in that position, Chris. I don't really experience that much, if ever. But if I were out front and walking away with it, it doesn't. The race doesn't pay anymore to win by 10 seconds. So you might as well, put a little in the bank as the race is going along here.
I don't know, man. If I'm ever leading a race, I don't ever feel safe. So I want to put as much distance between me and everybody behind me as possible. I don't ever feel safe. So I don't do save mode. I can't. Yeah. Whatever we got is going to be burnt up.
Oh no!
Oh, another Black Diamond Designs yellow flag. Here on lap 73.
I think this is going to be the 14 of Wren.
Into the wall, down into the 41. Through the infield. You shouldn't have complimented his paint scheme, Tracy.
Oh my gosh. I know Lewis right now. He is saying, I am glad I took my drop race tonight, Oh, and look who he gets into it. Oh, boy, he barely missed the 10 there. I need to get us a better view of that.
Woo.
Oh, wow.
Do you have a rear bumper cam of the 10 by chance? That would be amazing.
Yes, I do, sir.
Y'all are about to see a fucker factor right here.
Wow.
We are under our 7th caution of the night here, lap 74 for the Nashville Superspeedway Forever Rowdy 200. It has been one of those nights tonight as we see Thornton staying out. We have 20 cars on the lead lap. So far, still 20, as the 88 will get one of his laps back. He will still be 2 down, but he does get one more back here as the lucky dog. That 25 car Thornton is your current leader with the 93, I believe. Yes, 93. Wilson will be in second as they line up currently. Looks like a lot of guys decided to come on down pit road here. As you see, the 87 will be lined up in third as well. Steptoe. So it's Thornton, Chrisman, Steptoe here. Not sure if they didn't pit or if they pitted and just took 2 or just took fuel. Not sure what the strategy was, but whatever it was, it got them out front. Now the question is, how is it going to play out for the rest of this run? Because it is a long time until we go into the pits again, unless there's another caution, of course. But we are right around that fuel window of a little over 70. Even with all the cautions, we may still be pretty close here on fuel.
Yeah, did I mention you're the crew chief as well? Well, the thing that I find interesting, as I'm looking at the stats on my screen here, the 25 of Thornton has only been into the pits one time. And I'm assuming that was at the stage break at lap 50. Well, I tell you what, let's take a look. Yes. So he last pitted on lap 53. He's got 22 laps on his tires, got 25 more to go. So he should be able to make it on fuel. But, there's an awful lot of people thinking they needed some more tires here for this last stretch before we hit the second stage break.
Yep, I mean, we see Allen, Janik, 9 and 10. So there's at least 8 guys out there that either stayed out or just took 2, I would assume. Not sure how they did, but we are getting ready to go green. Pace truck is off. Coming to lap 76, the end of caution number 7. Green flag sponsored by SoarDogg as Thornton, big jump, takes off. And the 5 of Gill jumps down out of the way, a little tire spin, jumps down out of the way onto the apron, letting everybody by, playing it safe here. They got single file out pretty quickly. Thornton, Wilson, Jones, Steptoe. Definitely fanned out back here behind them. The guys that took fresh rubber definitely wanting to get a lot more racy than the guys that have the old tires on. As we see them 2 wide. One through the infield. Back up on the track. Takes out Pollock. Black Diamond Designs. Yellow flag. I believe that was McComas that went down. Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, let's see if we can figure out what happened here.
Oh. Now, I have an assumption.
Ooh.
That's going to be a DNF for the 90. Oh, big shot there for Gill in the 88. But you could hear the motor blow for Pollock when he hit that wall. But let's look at the 96 here.
This is with Pollock right
Or
now.
The 92, yeah, sorry.
Boy, I know he did not see that coming. I mean,
wow.
Oh my goodness, from literally out of left field there.
What a blindside hit. I got to watch it one more time, Tracy. Run it. Let's get this cockpit view once more. Wow. And you heard the engine go there. That will be the end of Alex Pollock's night.
And
now, if we can, let's take a look at the cause here, Tracy, which I believe might be the 96 of Andrew Allen and the 70. Let's what I want to see is if Allen stayed in line or just kind of got up into the 70.
I'm going to back it up just a little bit.
Yeah, so obviously not intentionally got into him, but
he
drift?
hit the apron.
He did drift.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely drifted up. Andrew Allen gets up into the 70 because you can see he's on the yellow line right there, and it comes up two whole car lengths right into the 70. And then Gill runs into the 88 as well of Longworth.
Watch how quickly this car comes from out of nowhere here. I mean,
10 of Slidell was damaged. Was that the windshield from Pollock's car that flew off to the left there, Tracy? Run that back one more time.
Yeah, we had it looked like the hood, windshield, a couple of fenders. I mean, there's guys taking cover down there on pit road.
Slidell got a little bit of damage from that as well. You can see he got a little bit of that.
So that was the hood.
That was the hood.
Yep. And there comes another one. Apparently they were running double hoods tonight. I'm not sure if that's legal.
I ain't never hit nobody hard enough they lost their hood twice.
Wow. Well, we've been on this bad boy here for a while. There was so much to cover there. Oh, and look at this. Timed it perfectly here. The lights are off on the pace truck.
Oh, wow. Thornton with the lead. Wilson second. Thornton has chosen the outside.
And we have, I'm sorry. I just want to mention real quick in the YouTube chat, Alex Pollock says, this is 6-4-13. Love this for me. So,
Alex, we discussed it pre-race. I mean, even the major league guys struggle batting 500. At least you're over 500 for, well, if you count that as over, I guess. But dadgummit, man.
Yeah, I might need to check that website Polymarket, see if Alex Pollock's up there, available to lay some money down on.
Yeah. Oh, green flag sponsored by SoarDogg. Thornton, big jump out to the lead here. Just watching these guys slicing and dicing behind them. You can see the guys with fresher tires trying to make moves. The end of the stage being very, very aggressive. Is
Gilbert. Easy, buddy.
Gilbert. Gilbert and Allen being very, very aggressive working through this traffic.
Oh, my goodness. With a car that good at this stage of the race. Wow. I mean, that just shows you how much confidence Gilbert has in his ability and in his car there.
Yeah. As he's already up to, I mean, he's right behind Hatala. So P4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, P5 already. 4 and 5, him and Andrew Allen, as they're about to go 3 wide for third. Allen giving Gilbert plenty of room.
Oh, we got a battle for the lead. Isaac Wilson.
We do. Thornton and Wilson right here. Major battle for third as well. We have, oh my gosh. Guys, it's still like almost 15 to go for the stage. Come on, man. Settle in for just a few more laps.
I tell you, these guys love their stage points.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you win some sort of care package or something along with the points because, man, these guys go at it at these stage breaks.
Sure hope so, because there are a lot of tore-up race cars for most of these stages. So I hope there's some kind of package that goes for it. Race cars get expensive.
Yes, yeah. Must
Three-way battle. Not to be a 4-way battle for the lead.
Oh, my God.
1 way up. Natala. And the 96 turns the 93.
Who was that?
That was Jackson Hatala in the 9. Yellow flag sponsored by Black Diamond Designs. 9th caution of the night. The 9 car, Jackson Hatala. Luckily, missed any cars.
Is that? Oh man, that has all the symptoms to me of maybe a wheel going dead on him there or something.
Absolutely. Dead straight, not even attempting to turn. Yeah, that definitely appears to be a dead wheel, Tracy. Let's watch his onboard. I bet we can tell from that for sure.
Unless he was really upset with someone.
He is still steering, Tracy. He was very upset with someone.
Whoa. I tell you, Chris, I don't know what to say about that, man. That just looked bad from so many different directions there. I would hope that was something going wrong. Maybe a screen froze or something like that. Excuse me.
Very, very possible. I know that's happened to me before in the past. I do run in VR. I don't know if he does, but I have had that issue before where my VR would lock out and I would just have to turn it dead left. And here at Nashville Superspeedway, unfortunately, if your VR goes out, you don't have the option to turn dead left here because it's going to shoot you right back across the track from right there where he was at. But
and yeah, actually in the YouTube chat, Jack Otala, I'm not sure if that's the same one or not. Jackson, maybe that's short.
Yep.
Screen froze. That sucks. Is a report from the pits.
Golly, that's what we were just. Yeah, so yeah. I'm saying he was still steering that thing. He was working her for all she had. He's out there trying to Helen Keller this thing, and that's about what we got out of it. You know,
Yeah, because, I mean, even if he was aiming for someone, I mean, he was way off base with that targeting there.
Yeah,
So I'm actually
yeah,
glad to hear that it was his screen froze.
for sure, for sure. But how about, I mean, Andrew Allen getting into the 93 of Wilson? Where is Allen, by the way? He was just there. Gets into the 93.
Running
Couple
in
cars
ninth
back
position.
now. Must have lost a couple positions there before that yellow came out because he got into the 93 right before that caution. I bet it caught him in a bad spot right when it came out. Everybody was checking up back there, and him and the 93 got together. Then they got it gathered up, but I guess Andrew lost quite a few positions there from that little scuffle. Bummer for him, it really is.
Yeah, it sure is. But, I mean, there's still plenty of time left in this race.
Yeah, tell that to these guys because I don't think they believe you. Because we're coming to 10. We'll be at 12 to go to the stage, and they're racing like this thing's almost over.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's in there, man. I don't know. Some gift certificates to Hendrick Motor Shop or something.
These guys are running like they're about to take the Joe Gibbs 18 around this place for 150 laps if they win. Like that, go man. Simmer down a little bit.
Yeah, we've got a race tomorrow night on Leadfoot TV. It's an actual race for the seat. Be running the iRacing late model stock cars. I can't remember the track we're going to be headed to, but the winner of this 5-race series is actually going to get to drive a real-life race car, Caraway Speedway. And those guys aren't that aggressive.
The Charger series. Yeah, I believe it's the Charger series. They'll be running.
I think I've heard a limited late model, so I don't know. You know how these rules are from track to track.
Yeah, so at Caraway, the Charger class is essentially a limited late model. It's a really cool little class.
A very historic track as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Nice little bull ring there. But my point was they're racing for a real live chance to race in a real race in a real car. And they don't go at it like these guys do for stage points.
Oh, man, these guys have too much fun. That's all it is. These guys here enjoy this league way too much.
Yeah, like, it could be. Yes.
They know what they're doing. They're having a blast. And coming out here giving props to Rowdy here in the Forever Rowdy 200. Oh, man. As we are at 10 to go in the stage, and I'm rolling through our list. Thornton, Gilbert, Wilson, Janik, Allen, Cochran, Chrisman, Mercado, Jones, Bieber would be your stage point recipients if it ended right now. But I have a feeling that's going to shake up quite a bit in these next 9 laps as we see Gilbert all over the back bumper of Thornton. Thornton going to block him all the way down to the grass almost, slams the door, forces Gilbert to try to pass outside, which he said, okay, can't pass you on the bottom, I'll just pass you up top. Thornton runs him out of room almost into the wall, and they are door to door. Thornton still leads that one. Gilbert may get him clear here into 1. Thornton's battling back on the bottom. They're too wide behind as well. Wilson and Janik. Gilbert pulls him on exit, using that momentum on that high line, and he is clear of Thornton. Thornton crossing over, get outside again, right on the rear bumper of the 44, rolling out of 3 and 4. Coming down the front, Gilbert will lead that one from the back. An EOL starter leads right here in the Forever Rowdy 200 from Nashville Superspeedway. And the 25 about to fall prey to the individual who has led the most laps so far here tonight. Evan Janik in P3 is now eyeballing that 25 of Thornton as he is falling behind Gilbert rapidly. Coming down to 6 to go here, Tracy.
Yeah, I was wondering if Gilbert was maybe not trying to pass the 25 of Thornton so much he was just trying to get away from the 60 of Janik. Oh boy,
Janik
they got me.
Yeah.
That was close. Door banging there.
Oh, and Janik's loose coming out of the corner. Thornton will take that spot back, and the 93 of Wilson will follow right past past Janik. A little door slam into the 25 cost Janik that position, as we see the 96 door slap the wall back there. Andrew Allen. That'll cost him a little time, but Thornton maintains second here. 5 to go in the stage. Thornton second, Wilson third, Janik fourth. Gilbert securely out front currently.
There goes Janik
Thornton.
looking to the outside.
He is. Can he complete it? Obviously, can't complete it right now with Thornton sitting on his nose, but he is doing a great job of blocking both of these guys, using their aggressiveness against them, keeping them side by side, but they have now gotten kind of a little single filed out. Janik will clear Wilson and set his sights on Thornton. Try to make up that ground he lost, as we're at 4 to go, coming to 3 to go here as they work through 3 and 4.
Boy, they're letting it all hang out there as Thornton's doing everything that he can to stay in second position. And, you know, as dominant as Janik was, he is having issues moving up through the field very fast. And I know I've heard these guys complain about dirty air before, but just like in the real world, you know, the virtual world has its version of dirty air as well. So I'm sure these guys are battling it all back here, too. It's probably...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Janik got into the wall there. Chris, I'm not real sure. Janik is just not showing the speed to me that he was earlier on. I'm not sure. It doesn't even look like he's trying to pace himself or anything, because he got loose just a lap or two ago, got into the wall right then. I'm just not sure if something is, if he's got some kind of issue or something. I'm not sure. His car just doesn't seem to be as fast as what it was earlier on in this race.
Oh, for sure. And you pretty much answered your own question there, Tracy. Dirty air. Because when these guys have a car in front of them, it takes the air off the nose. The nose essentially then pops up. And when that nose pops up is when you start losing the nose. The car gets very, very tight because you don't have the pressure on the front tires to turn the car. It's almost like popping a wheelie. The nose comes up, it loosens the contact with the front tires onto the racing surface, and essentially you get this very, very tight condition in dirty air. And that's what you're seeing these guys is Thornton air blocking them, essentially, like using that air to stop them. As we are at the end of stage 2, your stage 2 winner, Gilbert from the back, wins stage 2. Thornton, Janik, Wilson, Allen, Chrisman, Cochran, Mercado, Jones, and Bieber, your stage point winners. Velitis, Ganger, and Whiteman on the outside looking in for the end of stage 2. 100 down, 50 to go here from the SoarDogg Cup Series Forever Rowdy 200 and NSRLA. Tracy, let's take a short break with our drivers here on Leadfoot TV, and we will be right back from Nashville Superspeedway. Stay with us. Welcome back to Leadfoot TV. Pace Truck is off, and we are going green again with the SoarDogg Cup Series. Green flag sponsored by SoarDogg here from the Nashville Fairgrounds. Stage 3, final stage. It's time to get Western here in the Forever Rowdy 200, or should we say it's time to get rowdy here at the Nashville Superspeedway as these guys are taking off for Stage 3. Big event so far. Lots of cautions in this one, lots of attrition. But what do you think so far, Tracy?
I don't think you got to tell these guys it's time to get busy. That's for sure. Man, it's been action-packed from start to finish. Well, not to finish, but to this point already. And one thing I'd like to point out, the 17 of Cochran is all of a sudden starting to creep into the picture here as he's running in 5th position. Be interesting to see if he's got speed to keep pace with these leaders or if he was able to move up due to strategy.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, if all of these cars pitted on at the end of that during that last stage break, they can all make it to the end on fuel. So if they pitted, that would be their last pit stop. And now it's just who wants it more. Get to the end of this thing and get to the end of this thing first, essentially, as they are coming down the back straightaway again for 44 to go. Action everywhere, Tracy. This is unreal.
Everywhere. Chrisman's closing in on the 25 there of Joshua Thornton. And then we have Andrew Allen in the 96 car. He is trying to take the 4th position back from Cochran into 17. Got a good run there.
Really did. He is right up on the back of Cochran. Gilbert just kind of running away with this one. We got Janik about 7/10 back. And then, of course, Wilson 1.7 back of our leader, kind of a little closer to that rear pack than he is the lead. But these guys starting to get kind of single-filed out here again, Tracy. We're going to start seeing a lot of these guys just picking each other off one at a time and slowly working their way to the front. We only have 13 cars still on the lead lap here, showing Steptoe currently would be the lucky dog. He is 9 laps down with the 87 car. Would currently be your lucky dog, but 13 on the lead lap currently.
This is just calm before the storm. I don't know how these guys do it. They, in previous, right before the previous stage break. Oh, there goes Andrew Allen around.
He was slicing and dicing there.
And we stay green.
Back. We are green. He gets her rolling. Driver out of Guilford, Connecticut. What a save, though. What a heck of a save. I thought he was coming back up the track, and he got her. He got that thing locked down and kept everybody safe. Heck of an effort there for Andrew Allen.
Yes, absolutely. I totally agree with you there.
But he's definitely got his work cut out for him now to catch back up. But with the number of cautions we've had, it's very, very possible, Tracy.
It is, Chris, and that's what I was just fixing to mention. Somehow or another, even when these guys get strung out, when the end of the race or come to the end of these stages, somehow or another, man, they hammer down and they don't hesitate to go 2-3 wide.
Oh, every single time. I don't know how they keep doing it.
Especially with no fast repairs or resets or anything. I mean, boy, you're. It's just like in real life. You're risking everything every pass you try to. Whenever you try to pass someone, it could go sour in a heartbeat. Okay, I thought I heard some squealing in the background, but apparently not.
Oh no, that was just. If I had to guess, that was probably the 96 back there just screaming with rage.
Yeah, that could have been what I heard.
I sure would be after that, but I mean, still a heck of a save, but how frustrating would it be up there making your way up to second, and now you're 16 seconds behind the leader, half a track. behind the leader and trying to work your way back up there. How frustrating would that be?
Oh man, it's just got to be devastating, honestly. Especially with this competition that you have around here with all these guys. I mean, it's not easy to run up front. And you finally get there, and then just, I don't know if you call it a mistake or just a racing incident, and the next thing you know, you're running at the back of the pack, you know, and potentially could go a lap down.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
he's 9 seconds behind Whiteman in 12th right now. And Whiteman is only 8.5 seconds behind our leader. So Whiteman is actually closer to the leader than Allen is to Whiteman currently. Not a good position to be in, and I guarantee you Allen is screaming for a caution right now.
Well, if he'll just
But-
hold patient, something
Yeah, I was
tells
going to
me
say. Yeah.
we're going to get one.
Well, I don't know. It depends on if he has luck like I do. This is where it's going to go green to checkered the rest of the race. Right when you need one.
Absolutely. I cannot tell you how many races I have lost like that. It was like, well, every race we've had so far has been just a caution fest. So this time I'm just going to wait for all that to happen and just ride around in the back. And then that's essentially what I'm doing, riding around in the back at the end of the race.
Yep. Very,
It goes,
very much
yeah,
so.
yeah, it goes green the whole race, you know. Oh boy.
Allen is gaining a little ground, though. He's now only 8 seconds behind Whiteman. So he's gaining a little bit, but 33 to go. He does not have much time. Most likely will not get back up front here. But Gilbert, Janik, Wilson kind of got your top three locked down. But Gilbert out to a second and a half almost ahead of Evan Janik. Almost a second and a half lead.
Yeah, and it's the almost exact opposite of what we saw in the first stage. You know, where we were talking about Janik just kind of taking a cruise down 95, you know, got the cruise control set. And it was like, you know, Gilbert could get close, but could never actually get close enough to make the pass. And now the roles are reversed.
And what a return this would be for Gilbert after, I mean, he was parked at Charlotte last week. This is his first race back after his suspension. To come out here and come from the back to the front and win the thing, what a statement that would be.
It would, absolutely. And I'm not showing that he is yet to have a win this season. Got a couple of top fives. So he's been running well, just hasn't been able to take home that checker flag. So I'm sure that would mean a lot to him as well.
He did. He almost had one earlier this year. I believe it was I want to say his son or one of his children's birthday. It was very, very close.
I
but
remember
just
that.
kind of slipped away right at the end. Towards the end of April, around April, because it was my wife's birthday as well. So they shared a birthday with my wife, and we were doing their race, and we were rooting for him, and he had it right down to the very end, and then darn it if he didn't get wrecked.
So you should be able to tell me the exact date that happened.
April 28th.
There we go. Historian and strategist.
It's definitely strategy to remember your wife's birthday. That is for sure. That is a good strategy to have.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you don't want to be forgetting that. you can forget it. Well, that and the anniversary, you better have those two. If you have to, get a tattoo on your forearm.
I'm about to say, if you forget, I mean, you'll only forget once in your lifetime, but that lifetime's going to be real, real short.
It is, man. And you know what? I tell you what. We're starting to get to the closing laps of this race. Janik still not able to encroach into Gilbert's lead. Still about 1.8 seconds back.
That's the thing is the whole first part of this race, Janik was the class of the field. And we can see he's got a 3-second lead here, at least a 2-second lead over Wilson in third. So he was definitely the class of the field. That is until Gilbert got up there and just wanted to show what he could do.
Well, we may have opportunity to ask him about it. Him and Janik both, in fact.
Yeah. Oh, Thornton getting in there on Mercado. Well, big checkup for Thornton. He got in there a little quicker than he thought he was going to. Very smart, very courteous move, though, to back off and kind of even gave up ground there to try to keep Jose Mercado safe. Noticed that he made a mistake, got in a little too fast, and gave up that position rather than just drive through him. Got to really commend that from the 25 at Thornton. Oh, 25 to go. Downtown Auto Sales. Time to dig, boys. 150 laps. 125 of those 150 in the books. 25 to go here for Travis Gilbert. 2.3 second lead. Cruising. But could be the victory here in 24 more laps.
If this thing were to go green from this point on, I think you could pretty much write him in there. Unfortunately, I just don't know. I mean, that hadn't been the history of this race tonight, that we've gone that many laps without a caution. And especially once these, Chris, once these tires, start getting more and more laps on them, and, some of that weight burns off from fuel, it's going to change the handling of these things, especially whenever you're trying to make those late race moves to pick up another position. It's going to get hairier and hairier, I would imagine.
A crazy statistic here, Tracy. Andrew Allen in P13 from the spin earlier is matching the pace of our leader, Gilbert. He has not lost any time. He's lost 1/10 over the last, looks like 20 to 25 laps. He has lost 1/10, and he has now caught Whiteman, who is also 18 seconds behind our leader. But Andrew Allen matching our leader's pace currently, and he's about to start passing some race cars.
He is, and right now currently running in 13th. I think this pass for 12th. It is. So if he continues on this pace, he may be able to finish this race in the top 10.
For sure, because the top 10 is only 2 seconds ahead of him. Or I'm sorry, 7 seconds ahead of him. My fault. He's way up there. I was looking at the wrong driver in the list right there, but he is past. I was eyeballing Jones right now. He's still about 4.5 seconds behind Jones, but he will be the next one on the list. So you can see Jones right there, 20 to go.
Yeah, Jones has come back and is having a good race tonight. I think he had a self spin, earlier on.
Just kind of looking through, studying here. Gilbert now out to a 3-second lead over Janik. Gilbert has now put more space between him and Evan Janik than Evan Janik has himself in the rest of the field. So it really just goes to show that the only reason, well, I don't want to say the only reason, but Evan Janik leading the first part of this race was probably only because Gilbert had to start with an EOL. Because he got up there in a hurry. I mean, we looked up and 20 laps into the race, he's sitting P3. So started EOL, was in the top 5 in the first 20 laps. That's not a human performance.
Well, he was definitely on a mission tonight, that's for sure. And I guess maybe he wanted to come back and make a statement after being suspended. But if this thing right here keeps on, we'll be able to find out.
Yeah. Yep, 17 to go right here. He's coming up on the 88 of Longworth right now, 10 laps down. About to be 11 laps down. But he's caught up to Longworth. Allen has now lost about a second to our leader. He is now 19.3 back rather than the previous 18.9. So he's lost almost 4/10 off the leader. But he has gained on Jones. He's cut Jones' 5-second gap down to less than 4. As he is working his way to the front as quickly as possible. 15 to go. He may get 11th, but 10th is going to be a big, tall order for Andrew Allen. Sounds like he has our kind of luck tonight, Tracy. All those cautions, and then he needs one and can't get one.
Absolutely, man. And you know that, again, that's sort of the... I tell you what, set me straight here, Chris. It seems like to me whether we compliment somebody or we expect a certain event to happen during a race, do you kind of sort of feel like a lot of times you're wrong about that?
Yeah, I mean, as a race car driver, it is, when I'm not in the booth, it is my goal to do everything possible to prove the broadcaster wrong. So not only from the driver perspective, but from the race gods, the racing gods in general, they hate us all. The racing gods hate broadcasters. That's all there is to it. So I don't know any other way to describe it.
Yeah, just as soon as you state something as fact, it will flip the very next lap.
I'm pretty sure we are just the court jesters of the racing world. And it is our entire purpose to be the fools for the racing gods.
Well, that's
Jacob Cochran doesn't probably. When was the last time he pitted, Tracy? He is out of fuel.
Let's see. 35 laps ago. I'm not sure.
He's not out of fuel. Shouldn't be out of fuel. What odd strategy there for the 17.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Because he is still... I guess he is essential. Well, I don't know. Longworth's only 1 lap down. So I was fixed to say maybe he's, 17.
Cochran's 1 lap down. Longworth is 11. Why? So Cochran wasn't out of fuel, but pulls into the pits with 12 to go. It didn't seem like his engine was running. Did he possibly blow his engine?
Well, that's what I was checking on. It seemed to have some RPMs to it, but now, he's got 13.9 volts.
Let's jump on board, Tracy, and look back at his last lap on track, and let's see if he actually might have blown the engine here. So we've got 10 to go.
Okay, we'll see if we can run it back real quick.
Yeah, he has 0 power coming into the pit.
Chris, I think he just pulled over. Maybe things just weren't going the way he wanted it to go.
Yeah, I mean, we may never know. Hopefully we get the opportunity to ask one of these days, but yeah, it definitely looked like he just went and parked her. We hope for sure that everything is okay there with Cochran, and there's nothing off sim that may be a problem. We hope everything is good. Well wishes there for sure. But yeah, definitely looked like he was. I mean, he was running top 5, I believe, when he pulled off. So
yeah, I don't know what happened there.
hope everything in the real world there is okay currently. Usually don't pull off running top 5 for no reason. So we definitely want to send some good thoughts and prayers over there, whatever the issue may be. But Gilbert here out to a 4-second lead over Evan Janik as we come to 6 to go. Wow, they're not going to leave this one to the imagination, that's for sure.
No, they aren't. And Janik, let's see, he's a couple of seconds ahead of Isaac Wilson.
And Allen has caught and passed Jones for 10th. Allen has made it to the top 10.
How about that?
Well, with Cochran pulling off, they gave an extra position to Allen. So originally, Jones was in 11. So Andrew Allen here gets by Jones to take over the top 10 now that Cochran has pulled off. Five to go here. Gilbert, Janik, Wilson, Crispin, Mercado, Ganger, Thornton, Salidas, Bieber, Allen. Your top 10. Mercado had really hoped to close up that point gap tonight on Evan Janik, but with Janik running second, Mercado fifth, that gap is just going to creep for a little further apart here.
Stage
points.
Bieber.
Yeah.
63 is Salidas. We may have not seen the final caution flag of the night.
Ooh, you know 3 to go. We do have unlimited green white checkers. We got plenty to use, boys. Let's use a couple of these things. Come on now.
Boy, that would I mean just really throw these standings up in the air, wouldn't it? If that were to happen right now.
You ain't kidding.
Old tires cars handling bad. Regroup these suckers, let them go back at it again. Whew.
Yeah, Gilbert out to a 5-second lead. He didn't want to see a caution right now, that's for sure. 4.5, 4.7. Way out there as they come to 2 to go. Thornton off the wall.
Yeah,
going all the way to the grass.
Whew. Easy, Thornton. There's 88 of Longworth, I think.
Another lap down right there. 1 to go, sponsored by SoarDogg. That's your white flag. Gilbert leads Janik by 4.5. We're going to keep it right here on Thornton and Bieber for P7. That is our best battle on track currently. Gilbert leads 4.7 over Janik, Wilson, Crispin, Mercado, Ganger. This battle here, Thornton and Bieber, Salidas, Allen, and Jones coming down the line. Gilbert is your winner. He does take the checkered flag. As again, we are keeping our eyes on this battle between Thornton and Bieber. Bieber gives him the bumper. P7 goes to Thornton. Bieber crosses in 8th.
Well, you got to give Bieber credit. He gave her everything he had right up on till the very end there. So good run for both of those guys. Thornton for hanging into it or hanging on to 7th position, and Bieber for trying to improve his spot by 1 position.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to get us a heck of a smoke show here, Tracy. Coming back off of suspension at Charlotte. Could not race last week at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Comes out here in true Rowdy fashion, coming back from a suspension and says, you know what, boys? Y'all need me a lot more than I need you, and just puts a good old-fashioned rear-end whipping on them by 4.5 seconds tonight in the Forever Rowdy 200. Tell you what, Tracy, if that ain't Rowdy, I don't know what is.
That is right. This was a very good race, honestly, because it was just like you said. It stood up to the Rowdy standards. The race named there, the Forever Rowdy 200, because it was. I did I did 200 laps. It was really, really rowdy for 175 of them anyway.
For sure. And if what better performance to break out the Kyle Busch showman's bow than going back to the front, from the back to the front, and winning the darn thing coming off a suspension. You just can't write a better script than that.
I totally agree with you, Chris.
Oh, Tracy, he's doing his Polish victory lap here. We got the smoke show. Let's take a short break, pull our top three in here for our post-race interviews, and let's get some thoughts on this rowdy race here from Nashville right after this when we come back. Welcome back to Leadfoot TV, NSRLA, and the SoarDogg Cup Series tonight for the Forever Rowdy 200 from Nashville Superspeedway. I have caught up with our third place finisher, a guy we hadn't got to talk to in quite a few races now, but he was in here with us very early on. Isaac Wilson in the 93, your third place finisher. Isaac, talk us through that one, man. Heck of an up and down race for you.
Yeah, first and foremost, before I start, I gotta say thoughts and prayers go out to the entire Bush family, Kurt, Samantha, Lennox, and Brexton. It was definitely a kind of somber weekend. So come out here, finish third at a track I absolutely hate. I cannot stand this track. I hate it. Was originally gonna do a starting park just to serve my EOL, and then I realized I have decent speed. I think it was like top three in practice, as I was thinking it out. Started back there with some squirrels, got caught up in a early wreck. They were wrecking in front of the 41, just didn't realize they were wrecking, slammed into him, gave me 3 minutes of damage I had to get fixed. And then after that was just kind of just marching way through the field. Um, got involved in another incident. Like I told you guys before, we went live, probably had the save of the race, maybe the save of the season so far. Alex got in the back of me there. He said there's room. I went back and watched replay. There really wasn't room, but it's just hard racing. Just wish some of these guys, and this isn't direct toward Alex, just in general in the league. There's some of these guys in the league that just have absolutely no give. And then I just kind of fell victim to that there. Not saying Alex doesn't ever give me room. It's just what's the frustrating to get ran over by my old teammate. But to come across P3 and getting, I think, third or fourth for stage two, probably could have had top 10 stage one if it had that damage at a track that I think they should just flood and get rid of, was a pretty good day for me.
Yeah, for sure. With we'll just call it what it is. With your hatred of this track, man, P3, that makes it even more impressive because normally you finish well at places that you like and you just try to survive the places you hate. But man, being here somewhere you hate and still finishing P3, that's got to give you hope for the places you actually like, huh?
Yeah, that would sound great and all, except for I love Charlotte and did not have. I think that race went wrong every which way to Sunday. I mean, everything that could go wrong in that race went wrong, and it was just super frustrating. That's why I said I was gonna start and park this race after last week, just not having anything go my way, and I realized I had speed. I'm like, okay, I got maybe a top five car here tonight. Just have to start in the back, make way to the front. Finished third here last season actually too. I don't know what it is about this place. This might be my new Phoenix. I used to hate Phoenix. Now that I don't know how to run Phoenix, I've grown to like it. So maybe I'll have to run some more races here and grow to like this race and maybe become a little bit faster. Because Janik was on a whole another level. I'm not sure what happened to Evan or where the 44 found speed at. But those two were just absolutely untouched by the final stage. Kind of hoping for a late race caution. Was going to do a different strategy than everybody else and see if that worked and to get a win. But at the end of the day, this is a point system. This whole playoff system is a point system. So come across third with 7 stage points. That's a good point there.
Absolutely. And we know your feelings about this track. What are you looking forward to? Or, well, are you looking forward to anything next week? Or are you just kind of like, okay, I'm going to hate that one too?
Where are we going?
Good question. I was hoping you would tell me. I tried to bait you into it. Not even going to lie to you.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's Michigan.
It is Michigan. Okay.
Michigan's one of the tracks I have never had qualifying speed. I absolutely am horrendous at qualifying speed. Once we get in the race and we get into the draft, I tend to work pretty well through traffic. So kind of looking forward to Michigan. I like racing there. Multi-groove racing like crazy. So you kind of find a lane that works for you and you run with it. So hopefully we can put on a better show at Michigan we here tonight. There's quite a few cautions. Just I don't even know what most of them were caused by. It just seemed like a lot of them were caused by people driving too hard into entry.
Gotcha. Heck yeah, buddy. Well, yeah. So Michigan next week. Kind of walk us through the people who got you here and show them a little appreciation. I mean, you got a podium for them, so let's give them a little bit of limelight here.
Yeah, huge shout out to SoarDogg, letting us use their company to sponsor this league here this season. Got to give a shout out to AWG, Ancient World Gaming, Boozy Racewear, Rogue Energy. I'm forgetting one. I know I am. I'm probably forgetting one. I'll probably look at my car later. I'm like, dang, that's one I forgot. Shout out to you guys putting on the show. Shout out to Alex putting up with us each and every week. I know these type of tracks can get a little heated. Surprisingly, it was pretty calm for the most part on the radio. So that's about it.
Heck yeah, Isaac. Well, hopefully we'll get to talk to you again here soon. It's not put such a gap in here between last time and this time, getting to come hang out with us in the booth again. Always a
I
pleasure
don't
to
even
have
know
you.
when the
Dude,
last time was. I think it's when I won.
I think so. Dude, we were just talking about that. I think that was the last time you were actually in here. Let's not wait so long next time.
Well, y'all would have seen me at Watkins Glen if I didn't screw up my fuel calculations, having to save fuel there in the final laps there, and kind of gave that P3 away, and then Dover I can't stand either. So we're going to Michigan, Pocono, Kentucky, Sonoma, Chicago. Really, a lot of tracks I'm really liking on the schedule that I tend to run well at. So you might see me here and there between here and the playoffs.
Heck yeah, buddy. We look forward to it. We're gonna let you go celebrate your solid P3 tonight, especially the place you hate. That's unreal. I can go let you celebrate, and I'm gonna hand it back off to my cohort here, Tracy Brown.
Appreciate that, Chris. Yeah, I'm standing here next to our second place finisher, Evan Janik. Evan, I want to ask you some more questions on down the road here, but that was just one question kind of burning in my mind. I mean, you dominated that first stage, and it really looked like you had the car that was class of the field. And somewhere after midway or so, it was kind of like Gilbert, more or less, was able to run away with this thing. Can you just maybe hit on or explain or talk about what happened there?
Yeah, he had clean air. I knew that he pretty much won this race after we both pitted, and he got through traffic better than I did and was ahead of me. And I was hoping that maybe I could get him quick and then have clean air. But I mean, I knew he was fast as soon as he was right behind me at the end of stage one. So I thought I had a chance if I was able to stay in front of him, and with these cars being hard to pass, I could maybe drive away a little bit. I don't know if I could drive away as far as he did, but I mean, clean air. The first two laps on the last run, being behind him in the dirty air hurt my tires enough to where I knew it was pretty much over unless he made a mistake. So I just ran the lap times that I wanted to and just tried to come home second. I hate this place, so second's not too bad, but would prefer to be somewhere else, that's for sure.
Well, I understand. You almost had your sixth win of the season tonight. Chris told me it was dirty air, but your car was just so dominant early on. It was just hard for me to comprehend that. I'm not very familiar with these Cup cars, but I mean, can you and Isaac Wilson both said you hate this place. And man, it just seems like a multi-groove concrete, almost run like a super speedway. It is Nashville Superspeedway, and it's not even a mile and a half long. But with so many different lanes and everything, it looked like everybody was able to find a groove that their car could run in. But I guess I'm circling back around saying all that just to ask you, I mean, what is there or why do people hate this place so bad for? Is it, well, I'll just let you answer that if you don't mind.
I mean, it really isn't multi-groove. You really want to be running the bottom. So if you're not running the bottom, you're pretty much losing lap time. It's the fastest way around, and there's really no grip up top. So it makes it really hard to pass on top of racing cars that are really hard to pass with the dirt air. So if it were the O'Reilly cars, I'd be having a lot more fun. But just really not a big fan of these cars in general, at least for the mile and a halves and the larger mile tracks. So just dirty air. I try to be out in front because I can control it. It's really all you can do with these cars. Be out front and do the best you can qualifying. Qualifying is really important.
Well, I tell you, I can almost hear the disappointment in your voice, and that says a lot when you are disappointed with a second place finish with these group of guys. So anyway, Evan, I would just like to congratulate you once more, but before you leave from here, man, just give a shout out to anybody that you'd like to thank to help you put this car on track.
Yeah, first congrats to Travis. I mean, I don't think I was even with him. He was definitely class of the field. He had something that I just couldn't find going through traffic. Thank you to Alex and bringing all of us together. It's a lot of fun when we're all able to race together. And then Black Diamond Designs, Super Oil Pros, UDIG NY, you guys for putting on an awesome broadcast. SoarDoggs for sponsoring to allow us to have a broadcast, and just thoughts and prayers to the whole Bush family.
All right, there you have it. Evan Jennett out of Lockport, New York, our second place finisher, racing with Black Diamond Motorsports. Chris, have you got a copy there, buddy?
I do, and I want to preface. I want to preface this interview. Nothing against everyone else on track by any means, but there is nothing. I said this on the broadcast as well. There is nothing that embodies and pays tribute to Kyle Rowdy Busch in this race like coming off a suspension, starting tonight with an EOL, and just putting a big old fat rear end whipping on everybody on this racetrack. Travis Gilbert, talk us through this one, man. I don't even have words, dude.
You hit it right on the head. Like, I still can't believe it. I couldn't imagine hitting my first ever win any other way, like you just talked about. Coming off a suspension, we lost a legendary driver, like such an iconic. I grew up watching him go through great teams and everything like that. So wow, like I'm at loss for words still myself. So starting P23 tonight, after everything that you just said, honestly, I hadn't even turned a single lap tonight. Like no practice whatsoever. I had some stuff going on, and I really thank my brother-in-law Trent and my nephew Branson for helping me out. We got everybody able to watch your guys' broadcast and was able to make the race. So we didn't even turn a single lap in the 44. And before I go any further, how about 4 + 4 = 8, man? Sometimes stuff's just meant to be, right? So
Man, you ain't kidding. Like, not to cut you off, but dude, you can't script it any dadgum better. Like, I gotta call up Alex. Like, hey man, are you rigging these things or what? Because there ain't no way that this happened this way, but it did. It freaking did, and that's the crazy part.
yeah, I wanted this. I got the Kyle Busch win on Thursday in the BDRL Open League, so being able to come back and get this NSRLA Forever Rowdy 200 win for my first ever win. Tracy, you hit it out of the ballpark with the introduction, and then Chris, yeah, like how do you even sum up this? Like, this is a massive win. Like, I've had a lot of wins. We're going to my home track at Michigan. I've won there, won on my grandma's birthday. But man, like, this one just has, like, it's giving me goosebumps in the back of my neck right now.
Oh man, 100%. Yeah. I mean, again, there's no words. I mean, it's very seldom that I can't find the ability to BS through something and pull words out of somewhere. I really do not have any. The only way to really summarize this thing, again, it's a very Kyle Busch-esque way. There is nothing else you could do to summarize this other than the showman's bow, because what a showman you were tonight.
Chris, thank you. I wish that we could give the Rowdy bow right now, man. I'm starting to tear up. Like I don't even know what to say, man. That is like some of the nicest compliments I've ever been given. Like, and don't believe for a fact, like, or for a moment, Rowdy had this quote, and I will live by it and I will stand by it, that he hates losing more than he enjoys winning. And I embody that with this, Vetatrack Ford Mustang and my attitude. Some people compare me to Earnhardt, but I was a Kurt Busch fan. Now I'm gonna be a huge Brexton Busch fan, right? So I just your words both from Tracy and you, Chris, are just, I'm flabbergasted and I'm blown away. Thank you so much.
For sure, brother. It was glorious to watch you tonight. That's the only way to describe it. And I guess the last thing, as usual, who got you here tonight?
Well, with that being said, man, who got me here? Black Diamond Motorsports. Alex Pollock, Evan Janik, Jacob, Brett, my teammates, Dustin. Like, if it wasn't for Black Diamond Motorsports and offering me this 44 ride, like, I wouldn't be here. So celebrating this awesome and memorial for Rowdy and getting that win in the 4+4 equal 8. You know, people can read into it all you want, but 4+4 equals 8 all day long. So when this car got into clean air, like what Evan said, it just took off, man. It flew like Rowdy, dude. It just was gone. It was gone in the wind. So so I gotta thank Black Diamond Designs for a beautiful race car. We didn't have nothing for Rowdy tribute. However, this car was fast for him, man. It hit its marks, and I think that was the biggest thing I heard Evan talking about. Like, he didn't know what I had versus others. I have a passion for loving racing, and I love every racetrack that we go to. So every track that we go to is my next favorite racetrack. Don't matter if I really truly hate that track or not. So in order to be good at a racetrack, you have to fall in love with the racetrack. And I've heard that from some of the old heads back in the day, and Winston Cup and the next, the NASCAR Nextel and all that stuff. And um I really just believe that really embodies who I am. Is it's next one up, right? In the military, it's the same way. Unfortunately, when stuff goes wrong, the next person has to step up and be trained and ready and proficient and efficient in their task and their confidence level to be able to get the job done. So, and personally, I got to think that Vet the Track, all the things that they do for me, for all the veterans, like vetthetrack.org, go visit. Battling PTSD one lap at a time is why I'm passionate. Kyle Busch, he was passionate. He loved racing. He wanted to be the best. And veterans, we're looking for an outlet to find that same camaraderie and that outlet for competition and success that we had in the military. So love it for Vet the Track. Sit Down Mark's podcast with my buddy DB Broadcasting. I appreciate him. Terry Hudgens, Terry and Tweet Friend, my mom, my sister Macy, Lucas, Branson, Amelia. The list starts to go on longer and longer. You guys have been some of my biggest fans, and we've had some close calls where we thought we were going to get our win, and you guys are rooting us on and stuff like that. So thank you. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. And to be able to get my first win with Vet to Track in the Rowdy 200 or Rowdy Forever Rowdy 200, like, dude, I this might be one of my favorite all-time wins of all time, guys.
Well, that leads me right into my last question. I know we usually sign off after all the thanks, but thinking back to my wife's birthday, and you have a family member, I don't remember exactly who shares my wife's birthday.
Yeah, my son Blaze.
Yes, my son's name is Blaine, so very close there as well. So going back, I know we talked about you won stage 2 that night, and you almost won the race. Now, with that being brought back into your head, would you have rather that been your first win, or is this bigger?
Oh my, what a put me on the spot. I love my son to death. I'd do anything for him. And Blaze was almost a Blaine, spelled Blaine, after Blaine Alexander, who lost his life here at Charlotte. However, man, you can't put a topper on Rowdy and just the legendary status that he did. And hopefully this gives my son the motivation to go make his own mark in the world. So I love my son to death, but this one is it, man, because I still can't believe he's gone.
Yep, for sure. Fun fact, if you can call it that, there's an individual named Nicholas Christ who races in the Golden Racing League, who actually races on the sim rig on the account of Blaze Alexander, who is Blaze Alexander Jr. in their race shop. He races our league from the Blaze Alexander sim rig in their shop with his son. Really cool guy. Lots of stories to tell about Blaze Alexander. So cool little fun fact that you brought that full circle. My son being Blaine, obviously Blaine. Man,
that's crazy. Only an N and an S separate their names.
Yeah, it's insane. It really is, dude. Nothing left to say here, really, other than I know you're gonna, but go celebrate this one, bud.
I'm going to for sure, man. This one is big. So, like, I just appreciate everybody. Alex for all the hard work he does. You guys, I love going. My family enjoys your guys' broadcast. So do my friends. I enjoy it. You guys put enthusiasm into racing, which is what we need, the passion, the desire, the same things that Rowdy had. He refused to be second. And that also was going to set his son up for the same thing, the success level. And I hope and pray that everybody, including Kurt, Tom, Gail, Gay, Samantha, Lennox, like they're all doing good. But I hope that Brexton gets that opportunity and that guidance, and NASCAR doesn't turn their back on him and let him showcase the talent that his dad was setting him up for. Because I believe Brexton's going to be a hell of a talent.
100%. You're completely right there, Travis. Couldn't agree more. Man, I love first-time winners, dude.
I do too. I had a feeling tonight when I sat down that tonight was going to be the night. I had it. I love Nashville. I had that feeling, man.
For sure, bud. Well, we will let you get back to your celebration. And, man, what a night, dude.
Thank you, Tracy and Chris. I appreciate everything you guys have said over the few weeks that I've joined the league. And thank you for the introduction, Tracy, with the suspension and EOL. And I couldn't have come up with a better intro. I mean, ChatGPT couldn't have did it better.
Hey,
Appreciate
the kind words, man, for sure.
Oh, likewise. I appreciate you guys so much. And forever stay rowdy.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner tonight from Nashville Superspeedway, the Forever Rowdy 200, Travis Gilbert. Go enjoy it, bud. We're going to get these guys out of here.
God bless you guys. Thank you.
Well, Tracy, what do you think about this one? I don't know about you. Like I said in the interview, and I'll say it again. I love first-time winners.
Chris, what an absolutely wonderful interview with Travis Gilbert there. Golly, the enthusiasm is just infectious, man. I got to tell you. I know he said some kind words, but I mean, you could just tell how much this win meant to him. And you could just feel how much he loves doing this. And to be able to come through all the adversity that he had tonight and come back and take the checkered flag, oh, man, how can you not pull for someone like that? You know, it's just after such a rough week, it just makes you feel so good to see someone accomplish something like this. You know, I don't want to speak for you, but that's kind of how I feel.
Oh, 100%. I could not agree more. I mean, from the first time we talked to him after he won stage 2 in that race last month that we talked about, we thought he was going to win it. From that moment, we got to speak to him, and we got to hear his enthusiasm even then of how much he loves this league, how much he loves what Alex does, and even all the guys he races with here, his enthusiasm for all of this. It reminds me of our own David Warmuth, actually. The amount of enthusiasm and love he has for sim racing and racing in general that is just infectious. And it's obviously spilling over into everyone else in this league. He is great for this league. He's great for any league that he participates in. And he is correct. I know we're supposed to be completely unbiased, but I have been rooting for this guy since that first time we interviewed him, and dadgummit, I'm happy he got this win.
I am too. I really am. Like I said, it just does my heart good, man. See somebody just with the reaction to it. Oh, man, it's just an infectious feeling. And also, David Warmuth. Just want to give a shout out. I know we got to send him his trophy. So it'll be, if he's listening, just want to let you know, David, it'll be coming out this week, man. I got to get everything ready, packaged up and everything, but it'll be headed your way. So congratulations on that award as well.
Yeah, that award. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that award. But yeah, well, guys, let's run through our final order here, Tracy. Again, our winner, Travis Gilbert. Second, Evan Janik. Third, Isaac Wilson. Man, 23rd to the win, 22nd to third. What a run for both of those guys. But Travis Gilbert, hard charger, winner coming off a suspension. This story just keeps getting better and better and better, and it's writing itself. It's making our job easy. 4.5 seconds of dominance. Man, anyway, moving on. Josh Chrisman in fourth. Jose Mercado rounds out the top 5. Joshua Thornton 7th. Travis Bieber 8th. Jerry Salidas pulling off a top 10 here in 9th. Andrew Allen fighting his way back from that last about 20 to go spin, pulling off the top 10 here.
Yeah, and then we have Caleb Jones in the 12, bringing it home in 11th. Brock Whiteman into 41. Was involved in an early accident. I'm not sure how much that affected this car, but he started 14th, finished 12th, so that was an improvement. Jason Steptoe in the 87 brings it home in 13th position. Samuel Longworth in the 88 finishes 14th. Jacob Cochran into 17. Still not sure exactly what happened there. We'll maybe we can get in touch with him next week, find out what happened with him. But just certainly we're thinking about him anyway. Hope everything's okay on a personal level. Brings it home in 15th. Then 5 is Stephen Gill, brings it home in 16th. Jackson Hutala in the number 9 car finishes 17th. Derek Skadell. Wait a minute, did I say that right?
Skladell.
There we go. Okay, sorry about that, Derek. Had a beautiful car, by the way, in the 10 car, finishes 18th. 14th, 14 of Brett Wren brings it home 19th. Stephen McComas in the 70 car brings it home in 20th.
And rounding out your field. Oh, go ahead, Tracy. You can take these. Go for it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Alex Pollock continues his streak here of DNFs. So,
listen, I was going to let you take that one so he can fire you instead of me.
Yeah. Well, Alex, sir, I mean, everybody really appreciates everything you do. And in racing, this just been my experience, 55 years here. For whatever reason, sometimes you just run through this enormous streak of good luck, and it always seems to come back around, and you run through this enormous streak of bad luck, and you just kind of have to play through it, man. That's the only advice that I got for you. Unless you want to get something started on Poly Market, I may put some money down on that. Anyway, Alex finishes in 21st. Devin Lucan into 52 finishes 22nd. Gino Volante, there is another guy you just can't help but pull for. It just always seems like there's one incident of race that kind of does his night in, finishes 23rd, 97 laps down. Then we have Michael Cole into 43, who was running really strong. Started on the outside pole after Jose Mercado had to go to the back for EOL. Brings it home in 24th position. Charles Robertson, in 99 finishes 25th, and Andrew Nagy in the 00 finishes in 26th position.
Oh, heck of a night, Tracy. Probably my favorite night so far of our coverage of the NSRLA and the SoarDogg Cup Series. In the words of Rowdy himself, if you don't like that kind of racing, don't even watch. Because that right there is what we are all about. That's what this league is about. That's what our broadcasts are about. And if you don't like that kind of racing, don't even watch. But with that, I'm going to leave you with that thought right there. Very Rowdy-esque. Tonight, NSRLA SoarDogg Cup Series Forever Rowdy 200 from Nashville Superspeedway. I'm part-time ARCA Menard Series driver Chris Golden alongside my cohort and button pusher Tracy Brown. You guys stay golden. We'll see you next week in Michigan.